I am super excited for today's video because y'all, oh my goodness, we are about to create a full face of makeup using LYS beauty products. I recently got on the LYS beauty PR list and I'm so excited. They sent me some products. I've purchased some products and I want to try it out with you. I want to let you know my thoughts. I want to talk about if it's good. Let's go ahead and dive in. Before we get into the good stuff, I do want to give you like a little bit of a backstory. So I tried LYS Beauty when it was new. I have a whole video. It'll be linked down below. At that time, I purchased these products and I was super excited. One, because it's a Black-owned beauty brand, and two, because it is a more affordable brand at Sephora when you're looking at Sephora prices. So I was super excited. I tried some of their products. I used some of their products, but recently I saw LYS post that they were looking for some new content creators for their PR list. And y'all, I entered myself and I won. What? Like, it was insane. I got an email saying that they were choosing me for their PR list for a year. And I'm so excited because, again, Black-owned beauty brand, more affordable at Sephora. I already knew that there were some products that I had tried before, like the LYS Triple Fix Foundation that I purchased back in the day and loved, and I was excited to get this back into my collection. But then I knew that there were also some products that I wanted to try, like the Triple Fix Concealer. I've heard people raving about this. I've been wanting to try it. I've heard people raving about the bronzer stick, the contour stick. I wanted to try these products out. So that is what we are here to do today. I'm gonna zoom you in. I'm gonna talk about these products. Like I said, some of them were sent to me, some of them I purchased. We're gonna create this look together, and as we create, I'll let you know my thoughts and I'll let you know what I purchased, what I didn't purchase, and the works. So let's dive in. I have you zoomed in. We are ready to start, and I do have my hands on a product that is new to me, and this is the Secure Skin Gripping Serum Primer. It says that it has pore and shine control. We have 5% niacinamide and AHA. It says that you can instantly perfect your canvas with this lightweight serum primer that helps balance the look of skin and control the appearance of excess shine throughout the day. Infused with niacinamide, ginger root, lemon, and grapefruit extracts, this primer works to minimize the look of enlarged pores and brighten the appearance of hyperpigmentation and even skin tone. It says apply a thin layer following your moisturizer, wear alone or with makeup. I am really excited to try this out. Ooh, they have like a little thing for me to peel off, so I know that nobody's used this, although I already knew that. But I am interested to try this out because I do not typically need pore and shine control. That's not something that I struggle with. I do have dry skin. I don't see anything that says like you need to shake. I'm looking, you have 1 fluid ounce. I was looking to see if you need to shake, and already I'm having a little bit of the product come out, so it seems a little bit liquidy. So I'm just going to rub that on my hands, although I do already have my eyes done because I'm filming another video. I don't have anything other than my skincare on my face. And I will tell you, for this to be something that has like oil control, it feels really hydrating going on. It was liquidy, it's clear, there's no, like, I don't smell anything. It definitely has a serum type of texture, although it was very liquidy and smooth when I first put it on, but now I can feel a little bit of a tack. I can hear it. Can you hear it? Can you see my skin? There is a little bit of a tack there, which I don't mind. I don't mind a little bit of a tack because, you know, that means that hopefully my makeup will stay on my face. But I am interested to see. I'm gonna go ahead and wipe this off a little bit because it looked like some was still coming out. It's definitely very liquidy in the container. I'm gonna put the top back on. I am excited to see, you know, how this is going to play with makeup, but also how it's gonna feel on my skin. And now that it's sitting for a minute, it does feel like a little tight. Initially it was hydrating. Now it's something, okay, I can feel how it would help with your oils here. Pore and shine control. Yeah, it feels a little tight. So I'm excited to see how it's gonna play with the rest of my makeup. The primer was new to me and it was sent to me. However, this foundation is not new to me. The Triple Fix Serum Foundation, this is not new to me. I had one of these several years ago when they first came out. I tried it, I loved it. Mine has since gone bad, and I picked this one up myself. This one is LN6. That's what my shade was a few years ago. And I wanted to repurchase this because I do remember liking it. And while LYS did offer to send me some stuff, I wanted them to send me some of the newer stuff, and I thought, you know what, let me purchase some of the things that I want to try, that I, am familiar with. So this foundation right here has ashwagandha, hyaluronic acid, turmeric, avocado oil. It says that this is going to be a light to medium coverage foundation. It also has nourishing skincare. It is a serum foundation that's going to diffuse the look of dark spots, pores, fine lines, and imperfections without masking your skin's natural beauty. You can apply this with a sponge or foundation brush and build as desired. I do remember having a serum texture, and I do remember it being a little bit more on the lighter coverage side. We have this cute little pink pump here. So I am just going to, okay, this was one pump, and this is definitely a serum texture. You can see it dripping down my hand there. I hope that this is the right shade. This is the shade LN6. This is the shade that I was before, although now it's looking a little orange. But you know what? We're gonna blend it all in. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what we think. That's almost the full pump. I like to kind of go in lightly and build up. You know what's interesting is I have found, I guess my skin tone has changed over the years. I don't know, because I remember LN6 being a really nice shade match for me. Now this one's looking a little orange, which means maybe I need to go like a little lighter or a little warmer. I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna be able to make this work, but I've had a couple foundations like that. My Armani Luminous Silk, I was 4.25 for a while, and then I felt like the 4.25 was pulling a little orange on me, so I went down to 4, and it seemed to be my perfect match. So either my foundation matches weren't as good as I thought they were before, or my skin tone has changed, either or. I will say this is blending out nicely with a sponge. If you want a little bit more coverage, I'm taking a little dab more. You can always go in with a brush. A brush application is going to give you a little bit more coverage than a sponge, but sponge is my preferred method of application, so that's what we're going with here. I feel like this shade looks fine on me. It's not one where I feel like someone's gonna look at my face and say, oh my gosh, your foundation is totally off. Could there be a better one? Maybe, but this will work. This is one application. It feels comfortable on the skin. I would definitely say that it is something weird is happening on my nose here. Something really weird is happening on my nose. Okay, so I just took a picture that I'm gonna insert so that you can see, but it's almost like not blending, it's sticking. And I don't know if that's the primer, so what I'm gonna do, because I've literally never had that happen before, and I don't see it happening anywhere else on my face, just my nose. So we're gonna wipe that off and try again. I'm gonna pick up whatever I have left on here and see. That was really weird because I've tried this foundation and I've never had that happen with this foundation or another one. I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's the primer, but now it's doing that to my lip. What is that? I do not know what is happening. It's gotta be the primer, guys. Wow, it has to be the primer. I don't know what else it could be. I've literally never in my life had foundation do that before. I just picked up a little bit more. I'm gonna kind of go around like that. That is so weird. The only thing that I can think of is that it's the primer, because I've tried this foundation and I've never had that issue. I don't see it happening anywhere else on my face. I'm just taking whatever was left from that little dab. It's still not sitting perfectly on my nose or my mouth area. I think I'm just gonna leave that be. That's real weird. I just don't have any explanation for like what was happening. I don't know. I mean, something was not playing right together. Something was not playing right. It still doesn't look perfect, but you know, this area here, the rest of my face looks good. So that was the foundation. I definitely agree that it is more of like a light to medium. I wouldn't say it's like skin tint light, but it's not like a full medium, although it does feel like there's some blendability. I feel like you could blend it up to get a little bit more coverage if you wanted. I'm hesitant to build it up anymore just because of that weird area that was sitting right there. But I mean, this is the kind of look that I'm going for when I'm going for a foundation. This next product is new to me and was sent to me by the brand. This is the Triple Fix Full Coverage Brightening Concealer. I have LP4. I had asked for LN6, I think, or LN4. No, maybe I asked for LN4 for a little bit lighter, and they were out of stock for that one, so they sent me LP4, which means light pink 4. I think that'll still be fine for my under eyes. This is noted to be a luxuriously rich, ultra creamy concealer that helps visibly brighten, conceal, and nourish the complexion with a skin-like finish. It says that you're supposed to have full coverage, but a natural finish. My friend Samantha March loves this stuff. I am excited to try it out. I feel like you get a lot. You have 0.18 fluid ounces, 5.3 milliliters. It might just be the container, but I love the container. You have a little doe foot applicator. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna say less is more here, just because this is new to me. I feel like this shade match is totally fine. Like I feel like it'll work. It'll work great. I'm gonna give my concealer just like a second to sit on my face, and then we're gonna blend it out. I'm just taking my Singe sponge and I am going to blend that out with a sponge. Again, I'm a sponge girl. You could definitely use a brush, but I love me a sponge. I do feel like this color is brightening on me, which is nice. I appreciate that. You know, the way that it was liquidy, the texture felt very liquidy and light when I put it on, but I do feel like I got a good amount of coverage. You can see I didn't blend it out here. I blended it out here, and I am someone who struggles with dark circles, and I definitely feel like that covered up my dark circles pretty nicely. It feels comfortable on the under eye. It's not giving me like that serum, nourishing, hydrated look, but it's not a flat matte and it's not sitting and caking up. It feels comfortable. I would say it gives a natural finish and it feels pretty full coverage to me. Now, before we powder the under eyes, I do know that LYS Beauty did recently come out with a powder, translucent powder and a pink powder, I believe. It is a loose setting powder. You can get it at Sephora. I don't have that yet. I would love to try that in the future, but I did get my hands on their cream bronzer stick. Y'all, people have been raving about this one. I picked mine up in the shade Motivate. I was gonna say No Limits. I think it's the No Limits bronzer. This is the shade Motivate. I have tried their powder bronzer in the past. It was a little bit warmer than I would have liked on my skin, but this is said to be a cream bronzer and contour stick. I am excited to try it out. Talc-free, clean, buildable cream bronzer that visibly sculpts, defines, and livens up the complexion with a silky, smooth, blendable formula. I'm honestly just going to take this right on my face. It says for immediate warmth, gently blend product into the hollows of the cheeks, temples of the forehead, and jawline using a brush or a sponge. I do need to clean my brushes. Shocking, I know. I'm going to use this one from Luxie, the 512 Small Contouring, but I'm just going to brush off whatever product I have on there. And I think I'm just going to do like a little, whoa, it's a big swipe. Do a little swipey swipe there. I think the shade looks nice. I think this shade is going to work for me because it doesn't look as warm as the powder was when I had it. I don't remember what shade I had of the powder, but I mean, if you want to hear more about the products that I had a couple years ago, I do have a full video on it. This blended out nicely. If you are someone who has a similar skin tone to me, then I feel like this particular shade in Motivate is really, really nice. I'm not finding it to be too warm. I'm not finding it to be like too much, you know? Like it blended in nicely. It looks like it's neutral, but like a hint of warmth, and it didn't blend away completely. So I'm impressed. Okay, so my camera battery died just in time because I did put on the cream bronzer. This is what it's looking like after it's been powdered. Like I mentioned, I don't have the LYS powder, so I just used my Sigma powder. And then my battery died, which gave me an opportunity when I switched it out to finish my eye look and try out their mascara. When LYS sent me their package, they sent me their Lash Confidence Mascara, like a little sample tube, which I love. I love a sample tube. It says that this is supposed to curl, lengthen, and volumize, and it is a clean mascara. It comes in this cute little like mauve pink packaging. I will say, this is my initial impression with a mascara, and I feel like you kind of gotta use a mascara a little bit, right? Like you gotta get the freshness off. You gotta like have some time with it before you can come up with like your actual opinion. However, on first impression, I see the lengthening, I see the curling. I don't necessarily know that I see the volumizing. Also, just because of the sheer size of the wand and the way that it curled, it was difficult to get those bottom lashes, so I did go in with my Benefit Roller Lash for those bottom lashes. But overall, I think that it has like a nice look to it. I think it'll be a good mascara. I'm gonna play with it more. I think that I will like it more. I think that I'll enjoy it. Now, LYS Beauty does have cream blushes. I have tried their cream blushes before. If you are into cream blushes, I remember it being very pigmented. A little bit goes a long way. I remember enjoying working with the product with my hands. I no longer have the cream blush in my collection, and they at one point in time had a powdered highlighter. And I had that, but the one that I purchased was a little bit too deep for my skin tone, so I ended up decluttering it. But now they have a cream highlighter as well. Again, creams aren't my favorite, so I haven't purchased that one, but they do have a cream option for highlighter as well. Since I do not have a blush and highlighter that are LYS, I'm going to go ahead. I'm not going to put on any more bronzer. I want you to see the cream bronzer. Typically I do when I go in with a cream, I powder on top, but I want you to see the bronzer for how it is. So I'm going to add in like a light blush and a highlight, and we'll be right back to do lips. For blush and highlighter, I didn't want something super overpowering, so I went in with my Laura Mercier Chai blush. It's just kind of more of like a peachy nude. I feel like that played really, really well with the bronzer. And then for highlighter, I don't have subtle, y'all. I don't have any kind of subtle highlighter. I went in with my Sigma Twilight highlighter. This is a favorite for me. I feel like my complexion is looking really good. I did spray my face with Fix Plus and added some jewelry. I will say I still feel like there's some weirdness around this area here, but the rest of my face is looking good. I felt like the bronzer played really well with the products on my face. I feel like everything is looking good, which means we are now onto lips. Now, earlier in the year, I did purchase a little lip combo. That was a suggestion from my friend Erica Tesla. I did get the Speak Love lip liner in Soulful, and I got the lipstick in Dreamer, which is a nice nude combination. I've worn that several times. I like them both. I like the lip liner and the lipstick. I find them to be really comfortable, and I think it is a great nude option. I also like the little bit like of the ombre effect that you have with the two paired together. But I did go ahead and purchase a new Speak Love lipstick when I was picking up the foundation, and I got the shade Sincere, which I think is going to be like more of a pinky nude. I love the packaging. Again, it has that triangular shape. I like that it is a little bit more of like a matte texture on the actual lipstick. I think that's really unique and fun. And so this one right here is in Sincere. Probably going to be a little bit more of like a pinky mauve. I am going to, I'm like, I can't close this. Oh my gosh, interesting. I am going to go ahead and line my lips with the Soulful lip liner. The lip liner is a wooden pencil. It's one that you sharpen, and because it's a wooden pencil, I find it not to be quite as creamy as like Natasha Denona, super creamy. That one you can sharpen, but it's not like a wood texture. I feel like it's kind of on par with MAC. It is a little bit of a drier texture. I don't find that I'm tugging uncomfortably when I am putting the liner on my lips, but it is a little bit of a drier texture. It makes me feel like the lip liner is going to stay where I put it, which is wonderful. And then let me make sure I grab the right lipstick here. It's a cute little circle lipstick, which means if you have thin lips, I feel like you can apply this where you'd like. I gotta kind of go in with a couple of swipes, but I'm excited to see what this looks like. Okay, I definitely think that I am loving this combo. I feel like the lip liner, because it is like a deeper brown, it gives me that nice ombre effect, but Sincere has that more like hint of pink, whereas Dreamer is more nude. I feel like it looks great with this look. I mean, this is a lip combo that like I definitely will reach for. This is a Kelly lip combo. So we've done a lot here. We've tried a lot here. Let me go ahead and zoom you out and we're gonna chat about these products. Okay, so here is what the full face is looking like. I want to give you a quick rundown on some initial thoughts. I mean, first of all, overall, I like my makeup. I like the complexion. I think that it looks nice. There is that weird area in my nose. It still looks a little weird, but y'all, I think that it's the primer. It has to be the primer. This is a pore and shine control. It had a little bit of grip to it. This is one that's supposed to smooth and even your texture. I don't know, maybe I just didn't rub it in my nose correctly. Maybe it wasn't playing well with my skincare. Only time will tell, but I have to believe that this is the product that's making that area of my face look weird. But then it's like, why does the rest of my face look fine? You know what I mean? So I've only been wearing this makeup for like an hour and a half. It feels fine on the skin right now. Is it something that's going to be drying later on? I don't know. I mean, I live in Texas and it's the summer, so I do have dry skin. Is this going to make my dry skin, you know, feel more tight in the winter? Possibly. I don't know. The jury is out on this. I don't know 100% how I feel about that. With the foundation, I am reminded, because I tried this before, I am reminded that I liked this foundation. I think it's a good foundation. It gives you a natural finish. It's not going to be dewy, glowy, or anything like that. It's just going to look more like your skin, a healthy version of your skin. Gives me more of like a light to medium, but toward the lighter end spectrum coverage. So I'm excited to have that back in my collection. I've been wanting to try the concealer for some time, and I have to say, I feel like it covered up my dark circles. I feel like it did what it had to do. It was comfortable and creamy. I'm not struggling with any eczema on my eyes at the moment. That is something that I do tend to struggle with. So the jury's still out on if that's going to accentuate that, because I didn't have any extra like glowy dewiness to it. It was not like a flat matte, but it did set down and it created a nice under eye effect. I have to say the product that I'm most surprised about is the contour bronzer stick. And the reason why I'm most surprised about this is because I think I kind of like it. Like, I don't like cream products. Like, I don't like liquid products. And I think I kind of like it. Like, anytime I use a cream bronzer, I normally go in with a powder bronzer, but because of the nature of this video, I didn't. And I'm liking it. I'm digging it. It was easy to apply. I didn't have to go in with a lot. It didn't blend away. So highly impressed there. Jury's still out on the mascara. Don't hate it. I think it looks nice on the eyes. I'm excited to try it some more. And I already knew the lips with my lip combo. I already knew that I enjoyed the lip liner lipstick formula, but I do think that this pink and Sincere is like going to be more of a favorite for me than the Dreamer. The Dreamer's more like brownie nude, if that's what you're looking for. Sincere gives me more of like the mauvey pink, which I am into. So yeah, I'm excited, y'all. I'm excited about these products. I'm super excited and grateful to be on the LYS PR list. So thank you so much to the LYS Beauty team for accepting me into your Confidence Crew family. Y'all, I love LYS Beauty. It stands for Love Yourself, and just the message that it conveys that like you are beautiful, you're beautiful with makeup, you're beautiful without makeup. I love seeing a Black owned beauty brand. I love that this is more affordable at Sephora. So I'm super excited to see where this relationship over the next year takes us. I'm excited to see what they come out with. I would love to get my hands on their new translucent powder at some point, but I also want to give a huge thank you to y'all because you know, we are a small corner of the internet, but we are a mighty corner of the internet, and y'all are always so supportive and encouraging everything, and I had so many messages of congratulations after getting accepted to the PR team, to the PR list, and it's because of you that LYS Beauty even considered me and chose me. You know, they saw something in me that they thought, hey, we would like to add her to the PR list, and it's partly because of y'all. You know, so thank you so much. Those are my thoughts. I would love to know down below, have you tried any of these products? Are you eyeing any of these products? Stay tuned because I will do a follow-up. I'm going to try this primer out some more. I'm going to try it some more with the foundation, but also with like some of my favorite foundations, and kind of see if it's the primer that's irritating me or what happened. So stay tuned. But that's it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.